Hi everyone, welcome again on our channel. Today a little bit different. I wanted to tell you a story. I want to tell a story about the mystery box and mystery gifts that we are receiving as twin flames in this journey. So imagine situation. One day, out of nowhere, you're receiving mystery gift, mystery delivery. You have no idea who sent it, you didn't order anything. On some random Monday evening, the parcel came. There is no sender, you have no idea where it came from. The package was delivered by a courier. You didn't talk much, maybe you looked into each other's eye, but something really magnetized you about this person, about this courier. You start to wonder, who is this person? Although the person left after 2 minutes after your interaction and went on to do his business, something keeps you busy thinking about this person. You may start to think, oh, maybe there's gonna be another delivery scheduled so we can meet each other again. You start to analyze all the behaviors, all the traits, anything that you can remember about this meeting. You stare at the window wondering that maybe he will be crossing the street at some point. You put all this effort, all the energy, trying to understand anything about this person. Meanwhile, the mystery package landed in your wardrobe and you completely forgot about it. The months pass, sometimes years pass, and you still think about who was the courier, what was so special about the courier. And one day, hopefully, you may start to wonder, what was the package really about? What is inside? Maybe you get tempted to try to open it. Or maybe even you will start wondering who is the sender. Once you do that, you can shift your perspective into the whole experience. So, of course, we can compare our spiritual journey to this situation where the courier is our soul connection that we try to analyze so deeply, put all our efforts, all our energies into understanding who is the person, what's so special about the person. Are we gonna be meeting them again? Maybe trying to analyze anything about them. What is their type? What is their label? Are they true twins? Are they catalysts? Are they false twins? Are they divine partners? You can really compare it as couriers, that they have many different companies that they are working for. So instead of maybe focusing so much on the couriers, I'd like to encourage everyone to look in the direction of the package that got delivered. So once you see deeper, you will start analyzing yourself better and you will begin to actually unfold the gift that was brought by your connection. So what was really in the package? Why something so special was delivered to you in the most random moment? You didn't order anything, you didn't plan the meeting, you didn't plan this experience, but some sender decided that you need to receive the package. This is very powerful. We all receive something during those twin flame experiences. There is not a single person, if we are talking about spiritual journey, that has no gift that is related to those encounters. So the sooner we really switch the focus of labeling and trying to understand the whole connection, of course, our brains, they need answers, they are confused, but it's really slowing down your discovery about the package that you got along this connection. Again, your twin flame is only the courier. He brings you something. You're not meant to build connections with the couriers the same way. There is no guarantees in this journey. Yes, it may happen, but let the life unfold the most natural way. Shift your focus towards what was given to you and maybe get interested in where all of those gifts are coming. What could be so magical that orchestrated all of those meetings, all of those encounters. And just to repeat, like, don't spend that much energy, that much focus on trying to analyze, trying to label and differentiate between different relationships and different connections that you had. If it helps, just dump them in the same box. Just call them soul connections. Try to see them more collectively and try to see how much each of them is contributing in your growth. None of those soul connections are random, and it doesn't really matter if it's a twin flame, if it's a divine connection, if it's true or false. Like, all of those labels are really not important in this big picture that we try to see here. The sooner you're able to detach emotionally from this part of experience, trying to get this full knowing about where do I stand, what do I do, who is who, what are the roles in this game, the sooner you can actually start looking into the box, into this gift that was given to you. Because you're not gonna be focusing on those little details. You will start seeing that actually each of those connections have a very specific role, and you will be starting to be grateful for all of them separately and all together. This is a very important topic because I can still see how we all try to get the right answers. Sometimes we even have arguments about who defines how those connections, and honestly, I don't believe there is one definite answer. We have so many different experiences, but we have one common thing. We all go through this evolutionary process, and we are all engaged in a mix environments where we have so many of those connections, and we all try to get it right. But we have to remember that there is still this little delivery that was given to you when you got ignited, and that belongs to you. It doesn't belong to you and your twin flame, your catalyst. This is your personal, and you have a responsibility to do something with it. There is a lot of gifts that are included during the ignition, during awakening, because this is just the beginning of the whole journey. Of course, we have to be grateful for anyone who delivers it to us, but we cannot cling into anyone. We cannot chase the couriers around, right? Like, they have their own stuff. They need to deliver other packages. The same way, you cannot chase after anyone independent of their labels. So you see how maybe I can already feel it, like it really lowers down this pressure that we have towards labeling, but most importantly towards negative or positive meanings of those labels. This is very confusing. If you can just dissociate from that at the moment, because it's really not relevant for your journey, just keep them together. Just keep them together in your gigantic box of the soul connections. Focus on yourself and focus where you want to go. Are you interested in what you got in the box? And are you interested in exploring further your gifts? So hopefully this little story can help you to shift the focus. Remember who is the most important in the journey, who is important for you, and hopefully it sparked more interest in unfolding your whole story. Let me know in the comments what you think. Did you like the story? And most importantly, how are you doing with your journey? I wish you all the best, and we're gonna get back more with another videos. Take care.